How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So for today's video, we're going to be testing out a little collaboration, shall we say. I've honestly been eyeing up this collaboration for the past couple of months, and when I saw that it finally dropped, I was like, yes, I am so testing this out for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be testing out the Camila Cabello collaboration with L'Oreal Paris, and I'm super excited for it. Quick disclaimer, this video has not been sponsored. I'm not sponsored by L'Oreal to say any of the following things that I'm about to say. I just got really excited when I saw this, and I thought I would do a little testing video for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up just down below, and also don't forget to subscribe. Come and join the dinosaur family if you haven't already. But without further ado, let's get on into the video. Okay, by the way guys, I have not recovered from my cold yet. My voice still sounds awful, so please bear with me in this video. So if you guys are wondering, I purchased the whole range on Pretty Little Thing. I was actually really surprised that they were stocking it because I went into Boots and Superdrug the other day and they still didn't have it, so I was kind of like, I don't really know if this is available at Boots already, but if it is, I will link it down in the description for you guys. Now, I haven't actually purchased the whole range for this video because I felt like it would be quite wasteful, seeing as I didn't really like some of the shades from the range. So I actually picked up 2 of the lip glosses, which we'll be testing out today. I got 2 different single eyeshadows, a bronzer, and also the eyeliner to test out. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the liquid bronzer. Now, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but the whole collection is called Havana, obviously after the hit song from Camila Cabello, and I love that so much. I love the packaging of it as well. I think it's so summery and really pretty. I've got to say, I'm really intrigued by this product because I don't often opt for like a liquid bronzer. Like, I like cream products, but not liquid necessarily, so this is really different. So on the back it says it's hydrating, lightweight, and ultra blendable. You can use it alone or mix it in with foundation for an instant Havana sunlit glow. So I'm actually just going to try and use this as a bronzer. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a flat top brush and just squirt a little bit of that onto the brush. Oh wow, that's a really pretty shade. It's a little bit pearlescent, which I don't really know if I'm a fan of pearlescent bronzers like this, but we're gonna give it a shot and see how it looks. So I'm just gonna start stippling that into my contour where I would naturally contour and apply bronzer, and I'm just kind of doing this to contour and also add a little bit of bronziness to my face. Okay, so the texture is very wet, and as I'm kind of blending it in, it's almost taking my foundation off underneath, which I don't know if I'm applying this correctly, to be honest. I'm gonna try and apply a little bit more product and see what happens, because I really want to give this a fair chance, because like I said, I'm not really a huge fan of products like this because I personally just prefer either a cream or a powder contour slash bronzer. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to stipple that in rather than blend in circular motions, as I feel like that was really taking off my foundation from underneath. Okay, so this is as much as I can really work with it. Now, I've got to say, on camera, I'm not sure how it's picking up, but in person, it kind of looks a little bit patchy in some areas where it's taken my foundation off. Now, I don't know if that's the product's fault or if it's the brush that I'm using. So I am gonna go in and use a beauty blender on the other side just to kind of, you know, give it its maximum potential. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply the bronzer with my hand into little dots like so. And I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to bounce that into the foundation that I've already got on. Oh my goodness, yes, that is working so much better already. I mean, look at this side compared to this side. This is just so much more blended and it really just melts into the rest of the complexion. Whereas this side where I've applied it with a brush, it's just not looking as great. Okay, so that is my face all nice and blended. I also use the beauty blender on this side to kind of go over it and really blend it into my skin. And I feel like now that I've really applied it with a beauty blender, it just looks so flawless. It looks so much better than it did with the brush. I guess different products are just meant to be used with different tools, and that's totally okay. It's just about figuring out which tool is the best for each product. Considering I'm not really a big fan of liquid products like this, I am pretty impressed with how natural it looks. And I actually watched Camila Cabello's tutorial on this, and that's exactly what she said. She definitely wants it to look really natural and kind of like your own skin. Now, I didn't actually get my hands on the brow product from the collection, so I'm gonna skip straight to the eyeshadow. And for the eyeshadow, I just picked up 2 of the shades from her collection. There's 4 in total, but the ones I picked up are called In Love and Control. Now, In Love is unfortunately smashed, which I'm so gutted about. It must have just smashed on the way to my house, but that's fine. We can still use it, and I'm sure I can press it in afterwards. So first up, I'm gonna take the remains of the shadow In Love. I just feel like this is such a gorgeous shadow, and I'm gonna give you guys a little swatch. So this is what it looks like. It is super ultra shiny and it's kind of got like a pink sheen to it, which I really, really love. So what I'm gonna do with this shadow is I'm just going to press this on all over the lid with a small flat packing brush. Okay, this is honestly such a pretty shadow. So the formula of the shadow is super creamy. It seems like it's really easily blendable as well, but I've got to say it hasn't really got that like punching power to it. What I mean by that is that it's not as glistening and as pigmented as I thought it would be, but I feel like at the same time that's totally okay, because this would be perfect for someone who wants to have a bit of glam but more toned down and for every day. So I'm just gonna do the same thing and apply it to the other side as well. Ooh, okay, so again, if you apply with your finger, it makes a bit more difference. It's a lot more present and a lot more shiny as well. So it's kind of a versatile product. If you want it to be kind of like boom and out there, it's definitely doable if you use your finger. But if you want something a bit more soft, you can obviously opt for a brush. And next up, we're gonna take the second shade. This one is a lot more browny and kind of coppery. Let me do a little swatch for you guys. And whoa, okay, that is very pigmented. So I'm just gonna do the same thing and apply it with a little packing brush so that we get a really precise application. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna focus this shadow on the very outer corner to kind of create a soft smoky eye look. This isn't quite as pigmented as I thought it would be when you apply it with a brush. And again, I feel like I've got to say that this little single eyeshadow is probably more meant for all over the lid use rather than for the outer corner smokiness, if you guys know what I mean. At the end of the day, I've got to be open-minded because this whole range is more targeted towards people who want that natural look. I'm again just going to apply that with a packing brush onto the outer corner as well. And I'm going to apply this in a couple of layers just to really build up that pigment. So now that I've applied that on my lid, I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and just blend out any harsh edges to finish off the eyeshadow. I'm also going to take a little pencil brush and just drag that same shadow all underneath and really smoke it out. To finish off the eyes, I'm gonna move straight to eyeliner. So for this, I'll be using this one right here. This is called the Flash Liquid Liner in black. I absolutely love pen liners like this because they're so easy to use, especially for beginners. Now, as you can see, this one is slightly thick than usual, like felt tip liners. I'm always used to using slightly thinner ones than this, so let's see how this goes. So I'm just gonna try and create a basic winged liner with this and see how I find it and how it performs. Okay, so first thing I've got to say is this is actually really pigmented and super black. I've got to say, although this is super thick, you can still get a very thin line with it. Just like that, I'm finished. What? I've got to say, this is one of the easiest liquid felt tip liners I've used in a long time, and that really says something. The wing was really easy to create because you literally just pop this down on its side and it pretty much does the job for you. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to move on to mascara. So for this, I'm just going to use this one right here. This is from Maybelline and this is the Falsies mascara. It's quite new, I'm pretty sure, and this is honestly one of my go-to mascaras at the moment. So if you guys are looking for a good drugstore mascara, give this a go because it's actually really good. Now lastly for this look, let's move on to the lips. So first up, I'm just gonna line my lips with this lip liner from the Maybelline XGG collection. I'm not too sure what shade this is in, but it's like the nude one, and I use this all the time. So now that my lip is lined, we can move on to trying the lip products. So the first one I'm gonna try is this one right here. So this one has a lot more of like a matte finish from what I can see. It's still a lip gloss, but compared to the other one, this one's a lot more shimmery. So I feel like I'm gonna apply this all over the lip and this just in the center. This is just like a really pretty brown color, and oh my God, the applicator is so thick. This is almost as thick as the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. That's pretty crazy for a lip gloss. So I'm just gonna apply this all over the lip. Okay, so I've just applied it, and can I just say, oh my God, this literally smells like hot chocolate in a lip gloss. How does this smell so good? I literally want to eat this. So this is what it looks like on the lip. I actually really like the look of it, although I'm not really a huge fan of lip glosses. You guys know me. I totally prefer like a matte lip, but I feel like this actually looks really nice. It doesn't feel too sticky either. You know how some lip glosses can feel like really, really sticky? I feel like that's one reason why I really don't like to wear lip gloss much, but this is not like that at all, and it barely feels like I'm wearing anything on the lip, so that's a really good sign. So I'm just gonna take the other lip gloss and just apply that in the center just to see how that will look. Ooh. This is pretty. So this one that I just used in the center of the lip definitely gives that like ultra shine and definition to the lip. I feel like these two work really well layered over the top of each other just because this one gives the pigmentation and this one gives the like shine and definition. Because as you can see in the swatches, this one is a lot more pigmented and the shimmery one is a lot more sheer, which is obviously expected with a shimmery lip gloss. So this is the finished look. I am actually quite impressed with the whole range. I was a little bit iffy at first when I tried out the bronzer with the brush. I was kind of thinking, is this gonna work? Is this not gonna work? But in the end, we got there and I feel like all the products performed pretty well. I definitely would say that the liquid bronzer is definitely a lot more easier to apply and use with a beauty blender rather than a brush, so don't make the same mistake that I did. I love the single eyeshadows. There's 4 different shades to choose from. I feel like it will work on a lot of different complexions and skin tones. Same with the lip glosses. I've only used 2 for this video, but there are 4 different shades, so I feel like there's always going to be something for everyone. I think my favorite product of the whole range was definitely the eyeliner. So if there's one thing that you guys want to try from the range, I would definitely recommend the eyeliner because I feel like it was so easy to apply and everything is super inexpensive, so it was definitely worth the money. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little review. If you guys do want me to review any more products like this in the future or any collaborations or any new launches that you've seen, do let me know in the comments below. I love doing requests for you guys. And if you guys are brand new here and have never seen my face before, make sure you guys come and join the dinosaur family by subscribing down below. But that is all from me. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video on Sunday. Bye! Mwah.